us, we're doing the chapter 6 FTP, the second lab at the moment, which is about implementing the secure FTP server using the TLS. Here it is, the configuration. Okay, and we're gonna use the tshark tool from Wireshark to see how the packets are propagated when the FTP servers is in use. Okay, so move this on the other side, do not mess with our work. And then I'll open my, okay, so here it is. I'll log in to server 02. So it's done. Now the first thing what I'm gonna do is to reproduce the first command which will capture the traffic with the FTP server. So tshark. Well, let's check first the Google if we have connection. So we need to ping Google. I would suggest you guys always check this, because as you saw yesterday, sometimes after the reboot it doesn't work. Now mine is working, obviously. Let's do the tshark now. -i. ETH0 is my interface network one, -w. And we do, well, we're going to export this. Actually, instead of capturing in the real time, we're going to export it in this file, in the TMP, in the TMP folder we're going to create. It will be capture 01. .pcap. That's the format which will work with the, okay. So it will capture all of this, whatever will happen, we'll capture it on this file, in this location, okay. So we need to, we do after this the phase 2 TLS configuration as they show here in the documentation. So I'm going to open here a second tab on my terminal. So the easiest way to do it is go file, new tab, and you're gonna see two tabs now open. Okay. Now this one, obviously I need to log in as root again. On the other one, the capturing is going on. This is actually this one. The capturing is going on. Okay. So I need to create, as they advise, a directory. So I'll do mkdir. And I will create in the etc SSL, and I will create the private subfolder. Okay, then I will do the creation of the certificate with the OpenSSL command. These are the parameters you put for the creation. Well, there are seven. Basically, this would be the command we need to execute. You're going to see in your lectures what exactly it does and how it does it. You see, it will ask me now for the country name. Well, basically, what I'm doing, I'm creating something which will be very, very unique to this, and based on all the parameters I'm going to put, the cipher will be after this created based of this. So the country name will be CA. State and province, it will be QC. I could choose whatever I want, obviously, right? And default city will be Montreal. Organization name, I could say company. Organizational unit could be IT. And common name, okay? That's the important thing. We need to put here the SRV, as you see, SRV02 dot chaosnet dot local, and we need to check it well, SRV dot chaosnet dot local. So basically, after this, we could click enter. The email address, I could click only enter here, and the certificate has been has been created in the space wherever we designated for it. And it would be, if we do vim now and go etc vsftpd, and we open the vsftpd.conf file, we could actually implement now the the SSL. So we need to add the following lines to the end of the file. So we need to scroll to the bottom of the file. I need to click in, because I'm in obviously in Vim, I need to click I to start inserting. And basically what I could do now, I could start writing down the lines which are provided. So once again, we're gonna save it. Okay, and we need to reload. I mean, need to add the port 990 on which the SSL will work. The secure version of the FTP will work. So basically, we'll do firewall CMD, and we do add port. Equals 990. Oops, I'm sorry. 990, and it will be TCP, the protocol on which we'll be working there. We do zone equals internal, if you remember, and we need to do this permanent, as usual. After the reboot, we'll reload the firewall now. And we're gonna restart the VSFTPD. So we do systemctl restart VSFTPD, and let's check the status. It's okay, running without any problems. I'm gonna open the client now, which is happens to be my server 01. So I'll come here on the server 01. I'll open the console. Okay. I would log in here. Now we're gonna follow the instructions how to install it. Okay, so I'll open the terminal, log in as a root. Okay, and I already installed the apple-release repository, so I'm just gonna install out of it. Yum install. If you haven't installed it, you need to follow what they say. Yum install apple-release. Okay, -y FileZilla. As I mentioned yesterday, that's a very, very popular client. Well, it could be a server as well. Okay, I have here the process which I need to kill. I'll try again the FileZilla now. Just to be sure that you have access to internet. Yeah, you have it. Let's kill this process again. I see another process now. Let's try again. Okay, now it will start and it will install the FileZilla client. Okay, it has been already installed. So let's start it. The way to start it, you could start it from the command line. Just write down the, and if you would like still to use the command line, you need to do ampersand actually, and it will start the FileZilla. And as you see, your terminal still will be accessible. So the ampersand is helping with this. Okay, just sending the job to the background. I'll say okay to this one, and I'll create a new one. Okay, I'll create a new site. I'll call it let's say SRV 02, and basically I could SRV 02 dot health net.local. Now the port, we're gonna choose the FTP. You see there are two choices, FTP and SFTP. We're gonna use explicit FTP over TLS. And we say ask for password. And we're gonna use the user Bob. Okay, as it's shown there. Now, our capturing here, as you see, it's ongoing. We do Control-C on this one, and we'll start the second capture, 02, as it says. Okay. We click OK to connect on the client. Do connect. The password for Bob. Okay, that's the certificate. Okay, what is asking me to accept. We'll say always trust certificate in further sessions. I'll do OK. Okay, no route to the host. So basically, guys, after using the SFTP instead of FTP, I'm able to access it. Okay, and as you see, my SFTP, my server is on the right side now. Okay, here it is. I see all of my files there, and so on and so forth. So we will create a new number. Before we start it, we're gonna open, as they advise, instead of FTP, SFTP. Okay, we click OK here. So we're gonna do SSCP. So that would be the command. We're gonna copy all the 3 files we created as a capture on the local computer, which is the server 02. We're gonna paste it into the home folder of OS Boxes user, actually in the downloads folder, on the on our firewall machines. That's why I put it the 192.168.10.1. I need to click yes here, not only Y. Need to provide a password. And as you see, both files are copied. I always could check it actually. If I open my firewall's console, and if I navigate to the downloads folder, so click on home, and I'll go to downloads, and I'm gonna see the 3 files there. Here it is, capture 03, 02, and 01.